Yeah, because they want you have to pay for the Michigan hockey TV. It's like $15 for the weekend. Yeah, you got to go through the Maha website.
He said he's sticking with the best.
I appreciate that. Yeah, free 99. Taylor said that the yesterday they were telling people they couldn't be streaming and stuff. They had the pool cams. They were telling people to take them down and everything. Yeah. What's that? Yeah, right. That's why I'm hoping I'm up here against the wall. I'm out of the way. Yeah. All right. Good morning. Welcome to Taylor Sportsplex, Game 1 of the Maha State Playoffs Round Robin Edition. This group of 4 will be Fox, Belle Tire, Honey Baked, OJG. Today against Belle Tire, Fox in the white, Belle Tire in the red. Mason Martin in net, Andrew Crochalk and Jack Langen at D, Dylan Lakefield, Ryan Toysher, Ty Mowen in at forward. Taylor said in the games before us they were making people stop streaming, so that's a possibility. The games can be found if you go to the Maha website, I think it's like MI Hockey TV or something. You do have to pay for it though. Live Barn is locked. Toysher takes this through the middle of the Kai. Kai heads up ice. Got Evo McNarine taken by Beltire. Thrown off the boards. Beltire gets there first. They put it in the corner. Cycled in behind the net. Hits the net. Pops free to Dylan. Dylan centers one Ryan over the net into the netting. Ball, Adams, Hearts out there with Fink and Henning. Takes out one up to Lenny. Lenny sends this down low, rimmed around for Hearts. Hearts sealed up along the boards, comes the ball. Ball goes wide. Cross ice pass to Henning, doesn't connect. Lenny off the rebound. Throws this down deep. Beltire gets there first. Fink steps, holds the wall. Off the key side, Beltire. They push this out of the zone. Henning gives chase, no icing. Lenny picks this up. Looks like there's no Costa at this game. And Taya off the bench picks this up, moves it through the middle of the ball. Ball goes wide. His shot, side of the net. Comes to Antaya. Antaya switches with Parker. Parker down the boards. Rimmed around. Looking for Granville. Granville down, picks this up. Doesn't get all of this. Belle Tire skates this out. Day goes for the hit, misses. In on Penny. Parker gets back. Penny and Parker poke this away to Day. Day's got Penny and Antaya. Day through the middle. Day walks in, his shot block comes right back to him. His shot again goes wide. Parker steps, doesn't get this. 3-on-1, Belle Tire on Granville. Penny gets back, shot right into the gut of Mason save. Ryan's line back out. Andrew and Jack. Face off, Belle Tire wins this. Side of the circle. Gets around Dylan, pucks in the middle, shot goes wide. Behind the net, Andrew cycles. Langen skates into this in the corner. Jack flips high out of the zone. Puck comes to Kai, skips off his stick. Dylan with it, he flips this in far corner. Up in the corner, Ryan gives chase. Up there behind the net, rimmed around. Kai cuts this off in the corner. Kai down to Ryan, bouncing puck. Ryan, side of the net, tries to send one to Dylan, poked away by the goalie into the corner, right to Kai. Kai, up top, finds Andrew. Andrew walks the blue line. Kai comes back for this, throws it down deep. Dylan, first one there, reverse hit. Belle Tire with the puck. Dylan, or Kai rather, seals the wall. Kai gets up from Dylan. Dylan pulls this out into the corner. Chips far corner. Ryan with it. Ryan puck knocked off his stick. Belle Tire with this. They slide it out of the zone. Langen and Andrew back for it. Langen picks this up. Throws it up for Kai. Kai with Dylan. He overskates this. He's got ball with him. Kai cycles it in deep. Puck rings around. Belle Tire with it. Behind the net. Belle Tire picks this up. Far side. Skates it through the middle. Connects. Chipped in deep. Thanks the first one there. Rims it around for Hugs. Mason doesn't corral this. It's out of the zone though, through the middle. It's out right back in. Belle Tire tags up. Mason picks it up behind the net. Think with it. Up for Hartz now. Hartz along the boards. 2-on-2 with Adams. Hartz in around the D. Side of the net. Loses his puck behind the net now. Hartz knocked off his puck. Comes right to ball. Ball to Adams. His shot's blocked. Puck in the corner. Ball picks this up. Backhands it along for Henning. Henning throws one down. Adams pokes it free. Has it taken off his stick though. Hartz in the corner. Nice move by the Belle Tire guy, but he turns it over to ball. Shot through the crease. Puck chipped out. Icing arm is up. And called. $13:15 left. Penny, Day, Thornton, Duraney, Granville. Penny wins this along the boards. Belle Tire gets it. Up in the air, cut off by Parker. Up in the air. Belle Tire escapes with this. Thrown in deep. Mason's not going to get there. Parker doesn't either. Belle Tire chips this in behind the goal line. Granville picks it up. Granville takes a look and rims it up for Kale. Kale takes this back to the side. Goes over to Parker. Parker heads up ice. He's got Penny. Penny knocked off this puck. Belle Tire with it. Through the middle, taken by Braxton. Chips ahead to Kale. In the traffic, Kale back to Braxton accidentally. Belle Tire to Braxton. Braxton drags around. Puck in the corner. Thrown, hits Penny. Tied up by... Oh, I think it's in somebody's gear. Ryan's lying back out now. Andrew and Jack. Puck one deep. Dylan and Kai give chase. Goalie sets it up behind the net. Dylan with the hit. Ryan seals the wall. Works it down into the corner. Dylan pulls this out. Rims it around. Langen steps down. Switches with Kai. Belle Tire doesn't get there. Dylan picked by the ref. That puck rims around near corner now. Ryan with the hit. Belle Tire with the puck. Ryan, stick lift, gets it back. Ryan rides the blue line. Stick lift, takes it away. Ryan back door to Dylan. Dylan to Kai, wide. Kai had a good look on it. He couldn't get all of it. Langen with it. Langen sends one through. Save. Ball, Hart, Adams, Henning, Fink. Off. Belle Tire chips. Skates it out of zone through the middle. Henning takes this away. Backhanded by Adams into the zone for Hartz. He pokes it along. Puck out of the zone. Fink goes it right back in. Goalie knocks this down behind the net. Hartz in on the forecheck. Belle Tire far side through the middle. Chipped out. Chipped around Henning. Ball picks him up. Ball skates this in the zone. Drops for Hartz. Hartz near side. Back for ball in between his skates. behind the net, and Belle Tire, ball on the back check, ball takes him down, seals this up, gets out from Hart. Hart moves it up the board for Adams. Adams down low for ball. Ball through the middle, blindly taken by Belle Tire. Belle Tire 3-on-2. Chips in. Mason stops this, gets it for Fink to Antea. Antea, reverse hit. Up along the boards here. Ball tries to throw it far side, hits Adams. Puck thrown in by Belle Tire. Box changes. Fink. Backhand run along for Henning. Henning flips one through the middle, looking for Antea, doesn't connect. Backhanded along, Belle Tire, Fink. Fink taken down in front of the Fox bench. Antea backhands one deep. Icing. Henning wins this draw, comes to Granville. Granville drops for Kale. Kale over to Parker. Parker sends one through, hits the stick, goes wide. Kale with a hit through the middle, puck out of the zone, Belle Tire with it. Chips in deep. Parker picks this up, goes to break on. Parker still with it. To Granville. Granville cycles for Parker. Parker through the middle, got Antea, he chips in deep, Fox gets a change. Belle Tire through the middle, picked off by Granville, taken off his stick though, in deep, Langen on it. Jack takes a look. Far side to Dylan. Dylan backhands in deep. High's going to be the first one there. He's tied up, gets his free. Ryan kicks it to himself, taken by Belle Tire. Rimmed around. Langen steps down for it at the hash mark. Cycles it off the boards for Dylan. Dylan walks the blue line. Sends one through, looking for a rebound. Gets one. Belle Tire cleans it up. That's in with it. Far side, off the glass. Icing. Fisher's line. And Langen and Krochok. Puck tied up. Belle Tire pulls this out. Head up ice. Ryan on the back check. Stick lift. Langen pokes it away. Dylan on it. Dylan at the red line. Dylan through the contact. Around the D. On his back end. Centers one. Nobody home. Kai picks it up right in the middle. Loose Kai shot. Save. Covered. Adams ball. Hart's over the boards now. Belle Tire with him behind the net. Skates this up. Got a little bit of room through the middle. Hits a skate. Pops the ball. Ball enters the zone. Goes wide. Tied up along the boards. Belle Tire takes this. Hart's with the hit. Off rimmed around for Andrew. Andrew tries to backhand it for Adams. Taken away. Belle Tire ices this. Yeah, Lang is going to get there though. Picks it up. Takes a look through the middle. Hits Adams. Adams chips in deep. Belle Tire with it now off the boards. That's not going to connect. Fox is going to take this off the change. Ball throws it in deep. And they're going to call ice. Or offside, rather. Penny and Taylor, Dave, Fink, Penny. Face out, comes to Fink. Nope, Lenny with it. Lenny over to Fink, misses him. Fink off the boards for Day. Gets enough of this. Penny with it. Penny in by himself. Braxton goes wide. On the goal line, Braxton's shot is partially blocked right on net. So. Same 5. Face off. Belle Tire with it behind the net. Cut off by Day. Day's got Taya in the middle. Day centering pass. Hits a stick. Pops up the kick of the one. He goes D to D to Lenny. Lenny down in the corner for Day. Day centers one. Belle Tire takes this. Comes to Matea's side of the net. Off his stick behind the net now. Jake with it. Throws the brakes on. Comes out far corner. Tight turn again. Behind the net. Tied up 2-on-1. Day in now. Day works this out. He has it on his backhand. Takes a look. Turns. Sends one through. Save. Loose. Braxton shot. Save. Up in the corner. Penny with a hit. And Taya with the puck. Penny gets it back. Turns up the boards. Off the wall for Fink. Fink down for Braxton. Braxton ties this up. Pops free now. Braxton. Soft chip behind for Day. Just too far for him. Good seal by the Belle Tire defenseman. They skate into this. Through the middle. That is out of play. Iron's line with Parker and Granville. Belle Tire takes this free. Pass doesn't connect. Parker picks this up. Backhands one over to Granville. Granville back to Parker. Parker up for Dylan. Dylan takes a look. He's got Kai far side. Dylan skates this in. Dylan hits Kai up high. Kai shot low. Looking for a rebound. Ryan taken down in front of the net. Up through the middle. Granville takes this. Throws it in deep. Ryan has to tag up, and he does. Ryan heads right back in now after the puck chipped around him. Kai and Dylan seal the wall. Dylan pulls this out of the blue line. Down for Ryan. Skips over his stick. Belle Tire picks this up, rims around. Granville gets it. Sends it back down for Kai. Kai, far corner. Knocked off this puck. Belle Tire throws it up to the point. Granville takes it D to D to Parker. Parker. Shot hits the crossbar up into the netting. Adams ball Hearts. Krochok Langham. Face off one up to Andrew. Andrew with it. Along the boards. Curls through the middle. Backhands one over to Hearts. Hearts over to the hash mark. Now at the dot. Sends one through. Glove save. Ball ties this up. Belle Tire pulls it out. Goalie knocks it behind the net. Cycled right to Easton. Easton chips himself behind the net. Easton, side of the net, up for Andrew. Andrew sends one through. That's in. I think they're going to say Ryder. Ryder might have got a tip on it. Penny, Thornton, Day, Henning, Fink now. Face off, tied up, and Fink. Fink skates this in. Sends it in deep. Oh, hits a weird bounce right to Penny. Penny up top for Fink. Fink sends one just wide. Day fights through traffic with Braxton. Belle Tire picks this up. Chipped out to Henning. He flips it right back in. Belle Tire with it. Day in on the forecheck. Off the boards. Chipped out of the zone to Fink. Fink throws this in deep. Penny on the forecheck. Goalie sets it up. Kale puts him up. Rimmed around past him. Day holds it. No, he doesn't. Fink with it. Down for Kale. Gloves this down. Takes a hit. Leaves the puck for Liam. Liam tries to give it back to Kale. Kale pulls. Puck comes out to Penny. Penny shot save. Out of the net, through the middle. Taken by Belle Tire, icing. Face off to Belle Tire. Backhand up the boards. Granville picks this up. Granville with some space, moves up for Kai. Kai's got Ryan through the middle. Hits a stick. Belle Tire pops this out to Parker. Parker blows a tire in front of the Fox bench. Puck chipped around him. Ryan picks him up. Ryan through the middle with the puck now. Ryan accelerates in, drops for Kai. Kai avoids the hit, moves it to Granville. Granville at the dot. His shot loose. Belle Tire with it, backhanded, out of the zone to Parker. Parker sends one in deep. Goalie's not going to get there. Granville seals the wall. Puck comes to Ryan through the middle of the Kai. Kai around the net. Got Parker. He's not going to give it to him. Kai, tight turn behind the net. Now he slides one up. Comes to Parker. His shot blocked by Belle Tire. Puck is loose in the neutral zone. Belle Tire throws this down. Onside. That connects in behind Dylan. Side of the net. Backhander Mason saves. Puck comes to Parker. Parker flips one out. Comes to Kai. Bouncing puck. Kai enters with it. Kai, long shift, chips in for ball. Ball beat into this puck. Hartz has a swipe at it. Belle Tire with it along the boards. Hartz with the hit. Puck's tied up. Belle Tire flips this out of the zone over Langen. Andrew's going to pick this up. Cycles it for Langen. Langen flips through the middle. Too far for everybody. Belle Tire backhands this along. Andrew has that poke past him. Langen picks it up, backhands it out of the zone. Ball comes to Adams, through the middle, picked off partially. Comes to Ball now. Ball regroups back, heads to the middle, around the slash, through the middle, along the boards. Easton with it, backhands it up for Langen. Langen does a shot through that's tipped wide. Belle Tire with it behind the net now. Rimmed around, thrown out of the zone. No icing. Martin out to play it. Pulls it along the goal line for Penny. Penny skates through the middle. Penny chips too far for Antea. Belle Tire takes this, chipped out of the zone. Belle Tire through the middle. Poked away to Langen. Langen off the boards for Kale. Kale backhands in deep. Penny hard after it. Puck cut off by Braxton. Belle Tire takes this. Chips. Gets past Kale. Lenny has that poke through his feet. Into the corner. Fink with the hit, puck side of the net. Plays it for Lenny. Lenny over to Kale. Kale skates this through the middle. Drops for Braxton. Braxton cuts middle. Throws it in deep on net. We're just wide of the net. And Kale now. Kale takes his way for Antea right in the middle. Jake has it knocked off the stick up to Lenny. Lenny sends one looking for Kale back door. He's tied up. Belle Tire chips through the middle. Ryan cuts this off. Ryan in by himself, side of the net, powers around. Cuts through the middle, throws the break down. Ryan has Kai. Kai has it knocked off his stick. Puck poked past Lenny. Hastings waved off. Fink picks this up. Puck for Kai. Kai for Dylan. Dylan wide. Through the middle, looking for Kai. Back door. Belle Tire takes this. 2-1-2 the other way. Chipped in past Parker. Mason plays this along, rims it for Dylan. Dylan pokes it off the boards for Parker. Parker over to JG. Granville exits. Slips in deep now. Near corner. Fox gets a change. High, hard on the forecheck. Puck tied up with Hards. Poked free by Belle Tire. Rimmed by Ball. Down for Kai. Kai's got Hartz in the middle. Gives it to him. Hartz back for Kai. Side of the net. Tries to jam it short side. Comes to Ball. His shot is saved. Hartz's line out with Granville in the range. 41.1 left in the first period. Hartz wins this clean. JG picks it up, throws it in the corner. Comes right to Ball. Ball up top for Granville. Knocked out of the zone. Granville ties this up in front of the Belle Tire bench. Pulls it free. Backhands it along. Gives chase. Ryder picks it up. Cycles it for Hartz. 20 seconds in the period. Belle Tire with it behind the net. Ryder picks this off. Bouncy puck, in ball skates. He gets it. Easton knocked off this puck, comes right to Ryder. Ryder up the boards. Parker's shot, couple feet wide. Granville steps down for it. He's not going to get there. Belle Tire with it. Flips through the middle. Off the stick. That's going to come on to Mason. And that'll do it for the period. All right, start of the second period. Fox up 1-0. Fox controlling play. Just haven't been able to slip more than one past the goalie yet. Mason having to make 2 or 3 saves that period. Adams is the only one put one past the goalie. Ryan's line with Langen and Krochok. Poked away by Langen, right to Ryan. Ryan exits, goes wide. Center's blood. Goalie plays this into the corner. Overskated. Belle Tire picks this up, rims around. Langen's the first one there. Langen plays along the boards, takes a hit, gets the puck to Kai. Kai with it, with space now. Kai with a lot of space, side of the net. Backtracks. On his backhand to Langen. Langen catches this, throws it down for Ryan. Ryan picks this up. Tight turn in the corner. Ryan through the contact to Dylan. Dylan behind the net, side of the net, tied up. Kai pokes it free. Through the middle. Kai still with it. Tries to move to Andrew, and now he does. Andrew just backhands this in deep. Dylan gets there first, off the boards looking for Ryan. Ryan's tied up. Puck pop free to Dylan. Dylan turns the corner, looks for Jack back door. That's tipped by Belle Tire. Knocked away. Langen first one there. He cycles this right to Belle Tire, though. They flip this out of the zone. Mason's going to play it. Puck moved up to Ryan. Ryan, Kai, and Langen in 3-on-1. Ryan shoots over the net. Hartz. Belle Tire goes this off the boards. Cut off by Krochok. Andrew off the boards. Comes to Adams. Backhands this along. Hartz the ball. Ball throws the break side. Takes a look. Waits. Sends one through. Glove save. Face off. Tied up. Belle Tire takes his free. Gets all the way down deep. Icing. Tire wins this draw. Pink steps, pokes this away right to Henning. He backhands this along. Belle Tire takes this, throws it in deep. Icing. Henning, Day, and Taya. And Henning and Pink. Penny wins this, but Belle Tire takes it right off the draw. Gets behind Lenny. Fink picks him up though. Cycles it to Day. He's not going to get there. Belle Tire throws this in deep. Martin out to play it. Pulls it off the boards for Henning. Lenny with it. Over to Fink. Fink takes a look. Throws one ahead. For Kea. He takes this D side. Backhands one. Hits a body. Comes to Day in the middle. He throws this in deep. Day on the forecheck now. Belle Tire with it behind the net. Cycled in. Penny takes this away. Belle Tire kicks it to himself though. Through the middle, that connects. Fink steps up, takes it at the blue line, and deep. Icing on Fox. Ryan flying back out now with Parker and Granville. It's off. Oh, Granville fans on it. Goes through the crease. Belle Tire picks it up. Up to the point. Down deep. Tied up along the boards. Ryan pulls this out. Ryan around the one. He's got 3-on-2. He's got Kai and Dylan. Goes to Dylan. Dylan knuckle bucks one through the middle. Kai gets it in the corner. Down for Ryan. Explodes off his stick. Right back to Kai. Kai backhands it down behind the goal line to Ryan. He backhands one Dylan through his feet. Up to Parker. Tucked along the wall. Parker pulls this out. Keeps it out of harm's way. Parker dances around. Over to Ryan. Ryan, one-timer, scores. Face-off comes to Andrew for Lang. Through the middle of the Hearts. Over to Adams. 3-on-2 to Hearts. Backhands one, taken away from him. Ball. Picks this up, backhands along. Belle Tire behind the net with it now. Rimmed around. Langen steps. Holds this. Gets out from Adams and Hearts. That's out of the zone now to Ball. Ball pitches one over to Andrew. Andrew re-enters the zone. Coach Hawk with it. Throws the brakes on. Tied up. Up in the corner. With Andrew. Pulls it out. Andrew tries to go up top for Jack. Bouncing puck. That's out of the zone. Langen picks this up. Rimmed in deep. Belle Tire cuts this off. Now they go behind the net with it. D to D. Cut off by Hearts. Tied up. Now along the wall. Hearts steals the wall. Adams, D-side to Krochak over his kick. Out of the zone. Mason plays this along. Up for Ball. Ball walks in. Shot. Glove save. Jay, Thornton, Penny, Fink, Henning.
This wall with her butt.
Takes off to Day. Backhands it in the corner for Penny. Penny with Day. Day on it. Belle Tire in the corner. Gets away from Day. And then that rimmed around. That's going to be chipped out of the zone to Fink. Fink cuts this off. Thrown in deep. Belle Tire toe picks behind the net. Rims around. Through the middle. Off the boards. Tied up by Day in front of the Fox bench. Top three, D-side, Henning. Penny. Red line. Deep. Belle Tire with it. Flipped out of the zone. Hits Kale. Kale gets this to Kai. Kai goes wide. Ty, still with it. Still with it. Side of the net. Centers one. Loose. Covered. Up rimmed around. Comes to Granville. Moves this down low. Belle Tire with it. Right behind the net. With the hit. Belle Tire with the puck. Chipped off the glass. Off Granville's glove. Parker picks this up in front of Mason. Right behind the net. Hands on it. Belle Tire takes it away. Covered by Mason. Puck comes to Parker. Parker off the boards looking for Kai. He got him. Kai's got Ryan trailing. Ryan enters back to Kai. Shoots. About a foot wide. Parker rims this back down for Dylan. To Ryan. Ryan knocked off this puck. Belle Tire off the boards. Takes this through the middle. Picked off by JD. JD gains the red line. Backhands this in deep. Belle Tire in around Ryan. Andrew pokes this away. Backhanded in deep. Parker with it now behind Mason. Andrew up to Kai. Kai's got Ryan and Hartz with him. Over to Ryan. Shot misses. Comes to Andrew. Andrew around the hit. Chipped in deep. Out of the zone by Belle Tire. Comes to Langen. Backhands one for Ryan. Ryan enters the zone. Backhands through the middle. Misses Hartz. Belle Tire with it. Through the middle. Knocked away by Andrew. Right back in the zone. That is ice down. Ball, Hartz, Adams, Langen, Croshaw. Comes up to Jack. Walks to the line. Sends one through. Easy save. Goes off. Belle Tire takes this out. Through the middle. Connects. Gets this in. Poke past Andrew. Langen after him in the corner. Ties this up. Andrew skates into it. Andrew seals the wall. Turns away. Moves to Hartz. Hartz through the middle to Ball. Ball in the offensive zone. Drop for Andrew. Andrew shot. Far and out. And covered. Hit the crossbar. Went straight down. It did not go in.
Did it go in?
No. Face off down low. Hartz picks it up. Hartz with it. Avoids most of the hit. Backhands one to Ryder. His shot saved. Ball through the crease. Belle Tire in the corner. Ball gets tied up. Belle Tire skates this near side. Through the middle, off the glass. Hits a body. Comes to Langen. Langen off the boards for Antea. Antea takes the hit, gets the puck to Ball. Box changes. Puck behind the net. Antea. Henning out of the zone. Henning looks for Kale. Partially picked off. Kale backhands this in deep. Antea, first one there. Back into the long. Gets around Kale. Puck tied up. Comes to Henning. Lenny, chip softly to Taya. Through the middle. Penny with it. Penny, tight turn, turned over. Belle Tire through the middle. Thrown in deep. Martin out to play it. Picks it up, fake, rims. Over Kale's stick, but it's going to come to Dylan. Dylan picks this up. Dylan throws the brakes on. He's got Braxton and Kale. Soft chip ahead to Kale. Kale walks in. Centers one. Penny just fans on it in the crease. Taken by Kai. He's got Ryan and Dylan. Kai shot hits a body. Puck comes to Ryan in the corner. Tight turn, evades the hit. Flips one to Kai. Kai, bad angle, but he scores. Now comes to Parker. D to Granville. Through the middle for Ryan. Ryan, through a lot of contact, moves it ahead. Kai takes it away. Kai walks in. Soft chip up top for Dylan. Dylan for Kai. Kai over to Ryan. Ryan sauces one over to Parker. He walks down. He sends one that's blockered into the corner. Belle Tire tries to get there. They do. Chips it back to the D. Cut off by Ryan behind the net. Ryan backhands one looking for Kai. Kai went to the backside post. Belle Tire can't get this out of the neutral zone. Granville throws it right back in. He's got Kai. Kai slides one just through Ryan. Belle Tire tries to ice this down, but Parker gets a stick on it. Mason picks it up in the corner. Jack Granville with it. Skips over his stick. He picks it back up. Hits Kai. Kai evades but turns over. Comes back to him. Ball with it now. Ball to Duraney. Duraney to Hartz. Off his stick. Belle Tire picks this up. Far side. Parker at the red line. Parker in deep. Side of the net. Hartz drops the ball. His shot goes just wide. Ball picks it up. Throws it off the side of the net. In the corner. Belle Tire with it now. Pass behind the net. Gets around Adams. Adams takes it away, though. Adams backdoor for Hartz. He's tied up. Puck comes back to Mason. He backhands one through the middle. Diving play by Adams. Puck with Belle Tire now. Puck taken away by Andrew. Andrew with a lot of open space. He's got Anteo rush in the middle. Sauces one. Jake sticks tied up. Can't get it free. Anteo with it in the corner. Anteo off the boards for Langen. Langen walks the middle. His shot. Pops free to Belle Tire. Knocked down by Andrew at the blue line. Oh, no. I thought it hit his shin pad with his hand. So I guess we'll just do a cut after the second rather than midway through the second. Penny Day and Taya, Crow-Trunk, Langen. Andrew, Jack, and Taya. Jake skates into the offensive zone. Through the contact, and Taya still with it. Centers one right off the goalie. Stick pops free to Belle Tire. They look to exit with it. Cut off by Langen. Penny picks it up at the blue line. Penny skates this. He's got Day with him. 2-on-3. Braxton turns away through the middle. It's going to be taken by Belle Tire. Kai steps in, pulls this out of trouble. Kai goes wide. He's got Penny back door. Tries to get one to him. Goalie gets a stick on this out of the way. Kai stood up. Tuck along the boards. Belle Tire throws this all the way down. Icing. Puck comes to Dylan. Dylan's shot is blocked. Lenny keeps it in the zone. Lenny backhands one behind the net for Ryan. Ryan centers one, taken by Belle Tire. Thrown out of the zone, gets around Fink. No icing. Lenny in the corner. Reverse hit. Chips from behind the net for Fink. Fink up ahead. Dylan chips through the middle, looking for Kai. Belle Tire gets there first. Belle Tire. Dylan takes this away. Dylan through the pick. Kai kicks it back in the zone. Belle Tire takes it up. In the middle, that pass is deflected. Lenny with a stick lift takes this away. Ryan skates into it. Ryan, poked off his stick right on Mason. He just covers. Arts, Adams, and Ball. Delaney and Granville. 4:21 left, second period. Fox up 3-0. Arts in to take the draw. Comes to Parker. He goes off the glass looking for Ball. That's going to be icing. It's off. Belle Tire. Backhanded up to the D. Ball. Not going to get there. Rimmed in behind the net. Parker, first one there. Parker turns in the corner. Moves it behind the net for Granville. Jack skates this out. He fans on the pass, but gets to the ball anyway. He goes D-side with it. Cross ice to Parker. Delaney out of the zone. Through to Adams. He catches this. Drops it for Ball. Ball skates. Turns back to Granville. Granville shot. Blocked into the corner. Or saved in the corner, rather. Adams. Ball. Parker. Parker walks the blue line. Comes off his stick a bit. Sends one through. Tipped. I think Adams got a tip on this. Goes wide. Comes to Hartz. Poked off his stick, but up to Parker. Parker walks the blue line. Parker skates it around his shot. He scores. Takes off, tied up. Comes to Andrew. Andrew walks in the zone, switches with Kale. Andrew takes the middle. His shot is blocked. Loose in the middle, comes up to Langen. He's not going to hold the zone. Jack with it. Skates in, flips in deep. Up behind the net, Day on the forecheck, gets there. It's help from Penny. But comes free to Braxton. Braxton cycles for Liam. Liam picks this up. Kalen to help now. Puck comes to Day. His shot hits the crossbar. Puck to Penny. Behind to the feet now. Belle Tire takes this. They go behind the net. Chipped all the way around. Andrew's first one there. Andrew takes a hit. Puck rips off his stick out of the zone. 2-on-1. Day gets back. Evens it up. Fanned on the shot. Behind the net through the crease. Going to come to Andrew. Andrew with it. Takes the hit. Can't get the puck out of the zone. Andrew with it. Backhand for one to Langen. Langen for Kale. Kale up ahead to Dylan. Dylan enters the zone with Ryan. To Andrew. His shot off the post again. Andrew playing a game of post by himself. To Dylan. Dylan turns the corner through the middle. Knocks off his stick. Side of the net. Belle Tire throws this out of the zone to Fink. 2 minutes left in the second period. Thrown in deep by Fink. Belle Tire gets there first. Chips out of the zone. Lenny picks this up. Takes a hit. Puck in the corner with Ryan. Puck. Pass Kai to Fink. His shot saved into the corner. Boysher turns with it. He's got a lot of space. Turns back in the middle. Turned over. Hartz. Bails him out though. Down low. Kai, side of the net. Behind the net now. Near side. Kai cycles for Ryan. Ryan up top for Henning. Lenny rides the blue line to Fink. His shot tipped by Kai. Saved into the corner. Hart cycles back for Kai. Tight turn. Kai with the puck. He's got Hearts in the middle. Tries to force one to him. Back behind the goal line. Belle Tire rims. Lenny steps. Lenny keeps this in. Now comes out of the zone, but the Hearts. Hearts D in the neutral zone. Over to Fink. Fink takes this in. His shot. Glove save. Covered. 55.7 left in the second. Penny ball. Adams. Granville. Durant. Tire chips. Out of the zone. Parker skates a stick. Indy. Goalie's not going to get there. Ball races after it. Adams knocked off this puck, gets it back. They'll crafty move to ball. His shot right into the Belle Tire logo. Parker shin pad keeps this in the neutral zone. Granville retreats over to Duraney. Parker switches to the JG. Parker through the middle, hits Adams. Adams backhands one along. Penny down for Adams. He's got ball far side. Hits him, walks in, shoots, scores. Face off comes to Parker. Chips through the middle. Belle Tire takes this out of the zone. That will do it. I think we should be doing a nice cut now. Yep. What's that?
Did you get
No.
So you had your lens cover on, but everybody could still hear you talking.
Oh.
He text you.
Oh, yeah, it's on Do Not Disturb, so I can't see anything.
So I'm like, well, I'm not standing next to him. I kept calling.
Start of the third period here. Fox ahead 5-0. Henny's line with Sink and Henning. Puck is long in front of the Fox bench, pulled away. In on Mason. Puck rolls too far into the corner. Shot fanned on. Comes near side. Henning picks it up. Fans on this. Right back to Belle Tire. Oh, and Tay is not going to get a penalty. Offside. Ryan's line out now with Crochonk and Lang. Face out comes to Andrew. Gary gets a stick on this. Comes to Kai. Kai seals up the wall. Down for Ryan. Back for Kai. Kai on his backhand. Slides in for Langen. Jack over to Kai. To Andrew. His shot. Glove save. Ball's line out now. Ball Hart's Adams. Out with Jack and Andrew. Face out comes up to Andrew. There's another one through. Save. Covered. Face off. Tied up. Coach out down for it. Chipped around him. Side of the net. Mason plays it for Langen. Langen rims around for Adams. Adams takes a look. Fixes up on his backhand. Got Hartz to the middle. Hartz drops for ball. Ball enters on his backhand. Centers one. Adams goes wide. Hartz with it. He backhands one through it. Empty net. Comes to Langen. Pokes down low. Adams can't pull this out. Belle Tire takes his D side. Rimmed near side. Now Andrew way down for it. Picks this up on the goal line. Andrew knocked off his stick. Comes to Langen. His shot blocked right up in the air. Hits the ceiling. Whistle. Thornton, Day, Penny, Duraney, Granville over the boards now. Face off. Belle Tire takes this. Skated out. Poke past Granville. Puck goes wide. Belle Tire down low. Penny picks this off. Goes deep side with it. Penny goes far side. Looking for Day. Good play by the Belle Tire defenseman. He moves this back in the zone. Granville on it. Granville for Duraney. Duraney drops for Jack. Jack skates this over to Day. Hits off his skate in the zone. Belle Tire tries to throw it through the middle. It hits Day. Day tries the backhand one, looking for Kale. Taken by Belle Tire. Poked in around Parker. Granville for Day. Day knocked off this puck. Comes to Belle Tire. Comes to Granville. Flipped in deep. Fox has to tag up, and they do. Through the middle, just past Ryan. Icing's waved off. Mason plays it. Behind the net, Mason rims this around. Comes all the way out to Dylan. Tries to go to Ryan. Ryan picks this up now. Ryan through the middle. Goes wide. Around on his backhand. Throws the brakes on. Takes a look. Looking for Dylan in front. Throws one off the goalie's pad. Belle Tire soft chip out. Henning picks this up in front of Mason. Takes it behind the net now. Tight turn. Turned over. Fink bails him out though. Jack with it behind the net. Jack skates this up. High. Through the middle. Dylan. Off Dylan's stick in the zone. Dylan tied up in the corner. Rims around to Kai. Down for Ryan. Ryan knocked off his stick. Belle Tire with it. To the middle, that connects. Chipped in deep. Mason way out to play it. Off the board. Mason rims it right to Belle Tire. Shot. Saved by Mason. Loose in the middle. Cut off by Langen. Right back to Belle Tire. Langen forces this behind the goal line. Blows a tire. Langen to Hartz. Hartz through the middle. He's got Kai. Kai picks this up. Turns over. Hartz gets it though. Hartz cycles it in deep. Belle Tire with it. D to D. Gets it near side. In deep. Jack Langen with it. Ball now far side. Skates it up. Gains the red line. Ball skates this in the zone. Rims behind the net. Looking for Hartz. Belle Tire gets there first. Backhands it right to ball. Turned over off his stick though. Belle Tire with it. Andrew thought about stepping. He doesn't. But puck's knocked up to him. He sends one through on that save. Hart's clean win up to Andrew. Andrew shot. Glove save. Takes off to Andrew. Gets around one. Walks down his shot. Saved again. Oh, no, that went in. Must have snuck that short side. Face out Penny to Parker. Parker over to Kale. Kale chips in deep. Belle Tire takes this. Gets around. Granville feels the wall. Top three. Comes to Penny. Penny with Antea and Kale. Shot. Big rebound out to Parker. Sends one through. Save. Loose. Kale slides this up to Parker. Parker shot. Penny with a tip. Loose. That's in. And Taya is going to get credit for that one. This half clean went up to Parker. Parker to Penny. Penny skates this in through the middle. Still with it. In the corner now, Braxton. One hands it along. Off the boards for Kale. Braxton down, slow to get up. Kale up to Granville. His shot scores! Braxton heads off. Yeah, his whole line comes off with him. He took a pretty big shot behind the net. He was a little slow getting up. Belle Tire looks like they've taken their time out here.
What happened?
The scorekeeper didn't realize that they had called timeout.
Oh,
So he's like, what the hell's going on?
that was Jack.
Yeah, Jack got that one. Yeah.
This year.
This calendar year? Hey,
Well, he got some at the beginning, but they
yeah,
didn't give him to him.
really.
They didn't give him credit for it.
Kales have the same thing.
So he
It's
actually got one and credit for it.
right.
I think at the beginning, what did we do? We did a tournament.
Yep.
Yeah, and they got one there, and then another one. But
Oh, jeez. Puck comes to Ryan. He's out there with Kai and Kale. Ryan, power shoot. Kai with it. Gotta wait for Ryan. Ryan back on side. Kai walks through. Turned over, gets it back. Puck comes to Kale. Kale up to Parker. Parker sends one down for Kai. Kai centers one, looking for Ryan. Comes to Belle Tire. Chipped out of the zone. Parker cuts this off, throws it in deep. Ryan hard after it. Goalie sets this up for the wing. Ryan with the body. Puck tied up, comes to Ryan. Goes to Parker. He throws it down for Kai. Kai kicks this. Kai turns to the middle. Down low, off Granville, stick into the corner. Belle Tire with it behind the net, rims. Parker steps. Doesn't get all of this. Belle Tire through the middle. Connects. 1-on-3. Shot. Mason glove save. Plays it right along to Parker. Parker up ahead. Hits Kai. Kai flips in deep. Player exits. Chips. Fink. Gets a stick on this, so no icing. Puck comes to Ball. Ball enters the zone. Slides it to Adams. He's got Hearts in the middle. Poked away right up to Lenny, though. Lenny shoots. Blocked wide. Into the corner. Ball. Down low for Hearts. Looking for Adams. Comes back to Hearts. He shoots. Goalie sticks this out of harm's way. Comes back to Hearts. Rolls off his stick. Fink with some space. Sends one through. Glove save. And Taya, Day, and Thorington. So Penny's going to sit this one. Still shaking that off. He's up, though. One by Belle Tire. Over Day stick. Out of the zone now. Up in deep. Mason lets this kill for Fink. He backhands it for Lenny. Lenny off the boards. Day. Day cycles it up for Antaya. Antaya chips ahead for Kale. Kale enters. Kale tries to drag through. Poked off his stick. It's up into the netting. Whistle. Kale wins this up to Langen. Langen walks. The shot tipped by Antaya on net. Save. Jake over. Puck down low. Rims around. Belle Tire with it. Through the middle. Off the boards. Jack steps. Puck hops free. In deep now to Andrew. Andrew to Antaya. Antaya throws this in deep. Fox gets the change. Belle Tire with it. Off the boards. Ryan picks this up. Ryan in one-on-one. Around the D. Toe drag. Tough. Goal. No mercy rule here, no running clock. So Fox up 9-0. We'll keep playing. Hearts and drug down. Not going to get that call up 9-0 though. Up to Andrew. Behind the net with it. Takes it to Ball. Moves it to Langen. In his feet, back to Andrew. Comes out to Hearts now. Hearts over the ball. Ball enters the zone. Goes wide. Behind the net. Taken down hard. Yeah, that's going to draw the penalty, though. Fox to the power play here. It's like just the next five up is going to be Penny and Taya, Day, Fink, and Langan. Belle Tire off the glass. Langan gloves this down. Sends it for Fink. Puck in the corner. Still in the corner. Belle Tire, that's over Langan's stick. Rolling puck. Mason settles it. Jack behind the net. Throws it back for Penny. Braxton with it. Good to see him back out. Through the middle hits Day. Day enters the zone with the reverse hit. Puck out of the zone. Langan, Braxton calling for it, far side, he gives it to him. Braxton pulls it right back in the zone. Sends one, hits off Antea's skate, goes to Day. Day turns it over, but goes down in the corner for Fink. He moves it up for Langan. Langan walks down, his shot blocked, but it comes right up to Liam. Liam off the board. Up top to Jack. Langan with it. Over to Fink. Fink to Antea. Day to Jack. Fink. Fink to Langan. Over to Day. Sends a shot through, tipped wide by Braxton. Fink off the boards, up to Langan. Langan takes it through Penny and Antea go for the tip. Penny comes away with it, knocked off his stick, but right to Day, his shot. No, it's loose. Antea shot wide. Langan picks this up. Fox is gonna, Fox gets a change here on the power play. Bad change by Fox. Mason with the save. Comes to Adams. To Hartz. Hartz walks in. Up top for Granville. JG down for Adams. 10 seconds left on the power play. Down to Adams. Over to Parker. Sends one through, hits a knob, comes to Kale side of the net. He can't tuck it in. Kale with it behind it. Net now. Kale in the corner. Backhands it for Hartz. Even strength now. Hartz up top for Parker. Parker sends one, hits the, I think either Belle Tire or Kale. Somebody tipped it up over the net. Popped up to Granville. He throws a wobbler through, gets gloved down by Belle Tire. They exit the zone, rims in deep. Mason stops this, Parker with it. Rims around, misses Antea. Chipped out of the zone. Past Granville comes to Delaney. Parker picks it up. Throws the brakes on. Fox gets the change. Parker lets that change happen. Parker over to Granville. Granville evades the hit, loses the puck though, moves it backwards to Parker. Parker to Dylan. Dylan takes the hit, puck in deep. Puck hits Dylan's stick right up in the air. And Taya shovels it ahead with his hand. Belle Tire touches it though. Belle Tire throws this out of the zone. Fink doesn't play this, but no icing. Lenny's going to pick it up behind the net. Lenny, it's a ball through the contact. He's out there with Day and Kai. Ball walks around behind the net. Settles the puck. Trying to move it to Fink. Miscommunications out of the zone. Fink throws this in deep. No, he doesn't. Puck's tied up in deep now. Ooh, loose in front of the net. Lenny with a stick, and Liam cleans it up to Braxton. Braxton evades the hit. He's got Kai with him. Slides it. Belle Tire gets a stick on this, puts it in the corner. Kai picks it up, though. Throws the brakes on. He's tied up. Has that taken away. Penny sniffs it out and gets by him, but comes up to Langan. Jack, his shot's partially blocked into the corner. Liam, first one there, cycles for Kai. Kai ran off this puck. Belle Tire off the boards. Turned over. Day and Penny. Day down to Kai. Kai's got Braxton in the middle. Doesn't hit him. Kai with it behind the net. Kai still with it. Kai knocked off this puck. Gets it back. Cycles it for Day. Belle Tire takes this away. Belle Tire chips this all the way out. No icing. Hartz, Adams, and Toysher now. With Langen and Crowchunk. Up comes the Jack, rips off his stick. Jack tomahawks this out of the zone. Belle Tire. Andrew with a lot of room now up for Hartz. Hartz, red line, puts in deep. Side of the net, behind the net. And Adams picks this up. Puck pops free to Granville, throws it right back down. Hartz to Toysher. Ryan behind the net. Knocks off his stick. He's on it in the corner. Adam centers one. Hartz. Save covered. Taya, Thornton, Day, Delaney, Granville. 2:36 left in the game. Dale kicks this to the wall. Granville comes down for it. That's the center one. Taken away. Kalen to help now. Belle Tire comes away with it. Granville gets a stick on it. Ties him up. And Taya right down to Kale. Kale waits. He's got Liam in the middle. He's got Parker up top. Throws one up top to Parker. Parker sends one through. Glove save. Tied up. Tail kicks this to Day. Day to Taya. Jake has this knocked off his stick into the corner. Now Tire ices this down. Mason's going to come out and play it. Sets it up on the goal line. Parker with it. Cycles for Granville. Granville off the boards. Looking for Taya. Cut off by Belle Tire. Through the middle. Turned over to Taya. Jake off the boards. He's looking for Granville. Missed him. Day's going to skate in. Nope. Belle Tire out of the zone to Granville. Granville in deep. Ball, Hartz, Penny, Fink, Lenny. Up in deep. Hartz pokes this along. Belle Tire out of the zone. No icing. Lenny picks it up. Rims it ahead. Penny with a kick right through the middle of the ball. Skate the stick. Easton turns away with it. Flubs off his stick. Penny just kicks that in deep. Rimmed around. Ball cuts this off. Sends it in deep. Hart's on it. Through the contact. He's hacked down, but we're going to play on. Puck out of the zone. Fink in deep. That's on net. Tail backs off. Lets the goalie play it. Plays it along. Comes to Henning off his stick. To Fink. Fink chips ahead. Puck comes to Kale. Tries to chip it around. Taken away. Taya battles. 25 seconds left. Fink stands him up. Puck in deep. Lenny rims around. Kale picks this up. Backhands it to Day. Day just pitches in deep and gives chase. Goalie plays it along. Day with it. Day on it. Knocked off this puck. Puck chipped around, and that will do it for the game. Fox starts off their state tournament quest with a 9-0 victory over Belle Tire. Back here at Taylor tomorrow, 6:15 p.m. Fox will take on OJG. We'll be on the other rink, unfortunately, so I will be stuck in the corner. Sunday, I will leave 11, maybe 11:30. Fox will take on Honeybaked in the third and final game of the round robin back on this rink. Hawks 9-0 victory. I would try to name all the goal scorers. I don't think anyone scored twice. I think we had 9 individual goal scorers, though.